Welcome to the show at Udakakalam. In continuation of the last episode that dealt with a talk given by Mr. Sai Deepak of RSS fame with ANI's news channel, I am going to deal with some of the utterances that he made, or if you want to call it, the real term is a pack of lies. It is not even utterances, it is completely a pack of lies that he has given in that particular interview. First, he says that HR and CE department is anti-Hindu. This fact is not correct. This is an unadulterated lie. It is a fabricated, biased, malicious, vindictive statement by a Dravidian baiter, or in other words, an RSS or a Sanghi supporter. This particular accusation we have been listening to for so many years, since the period of the Justice Party. The same rhetoric, lie after lie, telling that the HRNC department is against Hindus. And in this particular context, we will have to refer to the statement made by Jackie Vasudev, who told that Hindu temples should be left with the management of the devotees, or the so-called Hindutva forces. That is not possible. And the same argument is reinforced by this Sai Deepak and one other gentleman who is fighting for the release of temples from the clutches of the HR and CE department. Why we are bothered about this particular statement is that from the period of this Justice Party rule during 1920s, these temples that were built by the Hindu kings with the people's money or with the taxpayers' money is to be definitely controlled and managed by only the government department. If it is left with the management of the individuals or the so-called devotees or the so-called Brahmin priests, this temple would have gone by this day. Definitely they would have swindled. With so much of control and with so much of maintenance and the government patronage, many theft have taken place in these temples. For example, idol thefts and the swindling of money. And then imagine the case where the vast sects of lands were stolen or even illegally registered in the individual names. All these historical facts we are understanding from the past record, and it is therefore necessary that the government should take over the control of these temples. As already mentioned, we have 35,000 temples under the control of the HRNC department, and these temples are properly maintained with officers and other departmental staff. If it had been left with the management of the priests or the devotees, what would have happened to these temples? Definitely they would have swindled the entire property of the temples in Tamil Nadu. It is this reason for which the Dravidian parties, either in the ruling dispensation or at the movement level, are demanding that the temples must be with the control of the government of Tamil Nadu. Another accusation that he says is that the participation of the HRNC minister, Mr. Shekhar Babu, in the meeting of eradication of Sanatana Dharma conference is to be condemned. What is wrong with Mr. Shekhar Babu participating in? It is not new to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu for over a period of long time is conducting so many workshops, so many conferences, and so many educational discourses on the topic of Sanatana Dharma and the eradication of Sanatana Dharma. It is not new to Tamil Nadu. It may be new to India and other parts of the country, but as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, it is routinely done. For example, Dravidian Kazhagam is every week they are conducting workshops on Sanatana Dharma and Brahminical Hindutva, or the so-called Sanatanic Hindutva things. It's therefore not new to Tamil Nadu. So participation of Mr. Shekhar Babu is not a crime or not is something wrong. So Mr. Sai Deepak should understand that it is everyday occurrence in Tamil Nadu, and they are not attacking, even in that conference, they are not attacking the Hindu religion as such. They were attacking only the Sanatana concepts, which speaks about divisive forces, which speaks about discriminatory practices, and which divides people on the basis of caste and color. It is this particular concept that is attacked or criticized over there in the conference. It is not Hindus in general. Therefore, it is not a sin or it is not against law that Mr. Shekhar Babu participated in that particular conference. And they are twisting as usual. Every sentence is twisted and made into a lie by these RSS and Sanghi groups with regard to Sanatana Dharma. What Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin said was the Sanatana Dharma should be eradicated, just like dengue or mosquito or any other disease. What is wrong in that? He has not criticized the Hindu religion. He has not criticized the majority Hindus who are Sudras, Dalits and other affected parties over 1,000 years. Understand, he is not criticizing Hindu religions in general. He was critical of only the bad practices of Sanatana Dharma. The Sanatana Dharma, if you read, it discriminates people on the basis of their birth, on the basis of their color, on the basis of their caste. Therefore, such practices only are to be criticized or that should be abolished. In this context, we will have to refer to Dr. Ambedkar. He says, Sanatana Dharma promotes casteism. Casteism is the main ingredient of Hinduism. Therefore, he says annihilation of caste. So, in his very important article on annihilation of caste, he says that should be annihilated, not to be opposed or not to be condemned or not to be criticized alone. It should be annihilated means complete uproot of that particular concept. So, Ambedkar says that the Hindu religion is a disease because of the fact that it follows Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma promotes inequality. It is definitely against fraternity and against equality, and it is against justice. And therefore, in this context only, Udayanidhi Stalin told the audience that should be eradicated rather than opposed. Understand? So this is the way we should understand the fact. But maybe for a person who is living in North Indian and maybe for other states, like majority of the Indian, other North Indian states, this may be a new concept. But for a Tamilian, but for a person living in Tamil Nadu, this concept of attacking Sanatana Dharma is as live as any other thing in the state. And therefore, it is not wrong on the part of Mr. Shekhar Babu, who has participated in that particular conference. And then he says, Udayanidhi Stalin claimed to have stated that entire religion is to be eradicated. No, he never said Hindu religion. Hindu religion is followed by many masses. Understand, Hindu masses are definitely, they are 97%. They are not the 37% of Brahmins. But what Sanatana Dharma is the concept of Brahminical Hinduism or Hindutva. It is not of the majority Hindus. Majority Hindus are Hindus, but they practice different practices. They worship different gods. Their own local gods are also they are worshipping, as they are not about Sanatanic gods. Understand? So it is in this sense what Mr. Shekhar Babu did and what Mr. Udayanidhi told was absolutely necessary, and it is part and parcel of the Dravidian ideology. Dravidian ideology, if it is opposed by majority Hindus, DMK would not have come to power. For the past 50 years, Dravidian parties are ruling. On what basis? If the Dravidian parties are opposed by people or people are hating these parties, how could have they voted them to power? Understand that. So being Hindu is a different thing, and being a Sanatani Hindu is different thing altogether. And therefore, don't try to impose your ideology on the Dravidian people, on the Tamils in the state of Tamil Nadu. Understand? With another statement, we will see in the next episode. Thank you.